Salt Bae. Hate him or hate him, the guy knows how to stay in the spotlight. But the ultra-famous Turkish chef has revealed his true, darker colors. From the cringy FIFA incident to stealing employee tips, art theft, serving dictators, lighting customers on fire, and even abandoning his own family, this is how Salt Bae let greed and ego ruin him. Uzrat Goche, or Salt Bae, became famous for his dramatic handling of meats. Yes, that's it. This 37-second video got 2.4 million views in 48 hours, and within a few years his Instagram account hit 49 million followers. Salt Bae used his meme power to launch 22 steakhouses and earn a net worth of $48 million. Stars like Drake, DJ Khaled, even Diego Maradona wanted in on the hype. But sooner or later, reality came crashing down. When he expanded to the US, the New York Post described his restaurant as public ripoff #1, the food being mundane and overcooked, and that finishing a meal there constitutes a personal victory over your own body and instincts. Then, the outrageously priced checks began surfacing, including the 6-figure bill from his restaurant in Abu Dhabi. Even his employees describe him as a fraudster, several alleging that he stole from their personal tips, allegations that were proven in court and cost Salt Bae $230,000 in damages. And speaking of lawsuits, he's now facing another one for $5 million for stealing artwork from Brooklyn artist Logan Hicks, unlawfully using a painting of his as an official logo for his restaurants. The man is addicted to theft and deception. And as if his reputation couldn't get worse, in a complete lack of social awareness, Salt Bae invited Venezuelan's totalitarian ruler, Nicolas Maduro, to his restaurant, a man responsible for the death and suffering of millions of Venezuelans. The event sparked hundreds of protests and picketers from all around the world. And how could we forget this video of 4 customers literally being lit on fire at Salt Bae's restaurant in Turkey? I guess burning through his customers' money wasn't enough. These poor patrons were hospitalized with severe burns and described the experience as a nightmare. Then there's his poor parents, the very people who loved and taught him to be a butcher. Despite them living in poverty in Turkey, Salt Bae has shared zero of his wealth, barely visiting them, and making a social media show out of it when he does. Last year, Salt Bae made headlines again at the World Cup final in Qatar. He was filmed holding, kissing, and pretending to sprinkle salt on the World Cup trophy against everyone's will. He's even seen here pushing away an Argentinian player's actual infant baby so he could take more Instagram pictures with it. And here he is, awkwardly taking a chunk out of Franco Armani's golden medal. This face pretty much represents how the whole world felt watching this.
Pretty much every disrespectful thing he could have possibly done.
And of course, the cringe moment with Lionel Messi, where he has to literally grab his arm to trick him into a photo. While Salt Bae continues to sit back and revel in his accidental success, the rest of the world is pretty much, over it. I guess sometimes celebrities can just get a little too salty.